Have you ever felt like you're doing everything right, avoiding sugar, exercising, and yet your blood sugar is still high? You're not alone. What many people don't realize is that the real issue might be in the fruits you're eating, thinking they're harmless. Yes, some fruits seem healthy, but they could actually be sabotaging your blood sugar control. It's frustrating to take care of your health and see something so small having such a big impact. But here's the truth. Just as some fruits can spike your blood sugar, others can be powerful allies in keeping it stable. And that's exactly what I'm going to show you now. The 9 fruits that help keep your blood sugar under control, and the 5 that, if you're not careful, can undo all your efforts. But before we continue, drop a comment telling me which city you're watching from so I know where you're tuning in from. And make sure you're subscribed to the channel, because I'm going to bring you a whole series of videos to help you manage your diabetes and reclaim your health. Let's begin. 1. Strawberry. Have you ever noticed how strawberries are sweet, tasty, and super refreshing? What most people don't know is that they're also a real ally for anyone trying to manage blood sugar. That's because strawberries have a low glycemic index, meaning they don't cause sugar spikes after you eat them. Why? Because they're low in natural sugar, fructose, and high in fiber, which slows down how fast sugar is absorbed into the bloodstream. Strawberries are also rich in antioxidants, especially vitamin C and flavonoids. These compounds help fight inflammation, protect your cells, and strengthen your immune system, all essential for people with diabetes or those trying to prevent health problems. You can eat a portion of strawberries, about 5 to 8 berries, as a snack, chop them in an unsweetened plain yogurt, or even blend them with water for a light smoothie. Just a heads up, don't add sugar or condensed milk. The goal here is to enjoy the natural sweetness of the fruit without messing up your blood sugar. 2. Avocado. Avocado is pretty much a superhero when it comes to controlling blood sugar. Unlike many fruits, it's not sweet and has virtually no natural sugar. What it does have is plenty of healthy fats, the kind that's good for your heart and helps keep your blood sugar stable for longer. These are called monounsaturated fats, and they work like a shield, preventing sugar spikes after meals. And there's more. Avocado is also rich in fiber, which improves digestion and slows down how quickly carbs are absorbed. That means you stay full longer and your blood sugar stays in check. It's also a great source of magnesium and potassium, important minerals for your heart and muscles that improve insulin sensitivity, which is great for people with prediabetes or type 2 diabetes. Here's a tip. Eat 2 to 3 tablespoons of avocado for breakfast or as a snack with a bit of lemon juice and, if you like, a sprinkle of cinnamon. No sugar, okay? That way, it becomes a delicious and powerful food for your health. 3. Blackberry. Blackberries may be small, but don't be fooled. They're incredibly powerful for blood sugar control. Like strawberries, they have a low glycemic index, which means they don't send your blood sugar skyrocketing. That's key for people with diabetes or anyone trying to avoid sugar spikes. What makes blackberries so special is their fiber and antioxidant content. They're packed with anthocyanins, those natural pigments that give them their deep purple color, which help protect blood vessels, improve circulation, and even boost insulin sensitivity. When your body responds better to insulin, it becomes much easier to keep your blood sugar balanced. Another plus, blackberries are low in calories and help you feel full, so you're less likely to snack on unhealthy foods. That's perfect for anyone trying to lose weight or eat better. You can enjoy a small portion, about half a cup, on their own, mix them in an unsweetened yogurt, or add them to a fruit salad with other low glycemic fruits. It's flavor, health, and blood sugar control all in one bite. 4. Cherry. Cherries aren't just for decorating cakes. They're actually one of the smartest fruits to include in the diet of someone with diabetes, especially if they're fresh or frozen with no added sugar. That's because cherries have a low glycemic index and a good amount of fiber, which helps slow down how quickly sugar enters your bloodstream after meals. But what really makes cherries shine is their high content of anthocyanins, the same powerful antioxidants found in blackberries. These compounds help improve insulin sensitivity, reduce inflammation, and even protect the heart, which is essential for anyone living with diabetes. Cherries also contain vitamin C, potassium, and natural melatonin, which may even help improve sleep quality, something super important for blood sugar control. Just be careful with versions in syrup or candied, which are packed with sugar. Always go for fresh, frozen, or unsweetened dried cherries. A serving of 10 to 12 cherries is enough to satisfy your sweet tooth without putting your blood sugar at risk. 5. Pear. Pear is that perfectly sweet, juicy fruit packed with benefits, especially for blood sugar control. It has a low glycemic index and is rich in soluble fiber, mainly the well-known pectin. This fiber forms a gel in the intestine that slows down sugar absorption, helping to keep glucose levels more stable after meals. Pears are also great for digestion and help increase satiety, meaning they keep you full and help prevent unhealthy snacking. And even though they're sweet, pears are low in calories and carbs, which is ideal for those trying to manage weight. Another plus, pears contain antioxidants, vitamin C, and potassium, all of which support heart health and overall body function. Important tip, eat it with the skin, as that's where most of the fiber and nutrients are found. 1 medium pear per day can be a perfect dessert or a light, healthy snack. 6. Apple with skin. You know the saying, an apple a day keeps the doctor away. It makes perfect sense, especially if you eat it with the skin. An apple with its skin is one of the best fruits for maintaining stable blood sugar. That's because it's rich in soluble fiber, particularly pectin, which helps reduce sugar absorption in the intestines and keeps blood sugar levels more stable. The apple's skin contains many antioxidants, like quercetin, which has anti-inflammatory effects, protects blood vessels, and may even improve insulin sensitivity. All this without causing sugar spikes, as apples have a low to moderate glycemic index, depending on the variety and ripeness. Plus, apples are practical, easy to carry in your bag, and super versatile. You can eat them raw, add them to salads, or even bake them with cinnamon for a healthy dessert. But don't peel it. Without the skin, you lose a lot of fiber, which can make a bigger impact on blood sugar. 1 medium apple a day with skin makes a smart snack. 7. Kiwi. Kiwi might look exotic, but it's a real treasure when it comes to blood sugar control. Even though it's sweet and super refreshing, kiwi has a low glycemic index and is very high in fiber, especially if you eat those little seeds. Yes, they're edible and good for you. These fibers help slow down digestion and carbohydrate absorption, preventing those dreaded blood sugar spikes. What's really impressive is its vitamin C content, way higher than oranges. This vitamin acts as an antioxidant and anti-inflammatory, which is great for overall health and helps boost your immune system. Kiwi also contains potassium, which supports heart health and blood pressure, along with natural enzymes like actinitin that improve digestion. Here's a great tip. Cut it in half and eat it with a spoon, just like natural yogurt. And if you want a complete snack, pair it with a handful of seeds like chia or flaxseed. 1 kiwi a day brings tons of benefits without hurting your blood sugar. 8. Passion fruit. Passion fruit is known for its calming effect, but it's also a real ally when it comes to controlling blood sugar. That's because it has a low glycemic index and is extremely rich in fiber, especially pectin, which helps reduce sugar absorption in the intestines. This means fewer blood sugar spikes and much more efficient diabetes control. But that's not all. The peel of the passion fruit, which many people throw away, is actually a gold mine for health. It's used to make passion fruit flour, a natural supplement often used by those who want to manage their blood sugar. This flour is packed with fiber and can be added to juices, yogurts, or even rice. Passion fruit also contains bioactive compounds like flavonoids, which help fight inflammation and protect the cardiovascular system. As a bonus, it has a mild calming effect, helping reduce stress. And less stress means fewer blood sugar fluctuations. You can eat the pulp with the seeds, drink it as natural juice, no added sugar, or even mix it with chia seeds for a nutritious snack. This is one fruit you just can't ignore. 9. Guava with peel. If there's one fruit that deserves a bigger spot on a diabetic's plate, it's guava. With the peel, of course. Guava with peel is like a natural medicine. It has a low glycemic index, meaning it won't spike your blood sugar, and it's rich in both soluble and insoluble fiber. That means it helps control blood sugar, improves digestion, and promotes fullness. so you avoid snacking unnecessarily. And here's a bonus. Guava is one of the richest fruits in vitamin C, even more than oranges. This vitamin acts as an antioxidant, strengthens the immune system, and helps reduce inflammation in the body, which is crucial for those with type 2 diabetes. Guava also contains lycopene, an antioxidant that protects the heart and fights free radicals. And since it's low in calories and high in nutrients, it's perfect for your daily routine. Golden tip: wash it well and eat it with the peel, since that's where a big part of the fiber and nutrients are. You can eat it plain, add it to salads, or even blend it with water for a powerful natural juice. Now let's talk about 5 fruits that raise blood sugar. 1. Ripe banana. Bananas are super nutritious, packed with potassium, magnesium, and B-complex vitamins. But when it comes to managing blood sugar, you need to be cautious, especially if it's very ripe. As bananas ripen, their resistant starch turns into simple sugars, which raises their glycemic index. In other words, the riper the banana, the faster its sugar enters your bloodstream, potentially causing glucose spikes. That doesn't mean you can never eat bananas again, but it's important to eat them in moderation and at strategic times, like after a workout when your body is more insulin sensitive. If you want to include bananas in your routine without harming your blood sugar, go for less ripe ones and pair them with fiber or healthy fats like oats, chia, or sugar-free peanut butter. That helps slow down the sugar absorption. And don't overdo it. Half a medium banana is usually enough to enjoy the benefits without the risks. 2. Grapes. Grapes are small, sweet, and seem harmless, but watch out. For those needing to manage their blood sugar, grapes can be quite sneaky. That's because they have a high glycemic index and a high concentration of fructose, the natural sugar in fruits. And the worst part, since they're small and easy to eat, many people overdo it without realizing, and then blood sugar rises quickly. Another important detail, grapes don't have much fiber, which means their sugar hits your system almost instantly with no buffer. This can cause glucose spikes, especially if you're eating the sweeter varieties like red seedless or ruby grapes. Does this mean you can never eat grapes again? Of course not, but it's best to keep your portion in check, around 8 to 10 grapes, and try to pair them with something high in fiber or protein, like a handful of nuts or plain yogurt. Oh, and avoid store-bought grape juice or concentrates. They're basically pure sugar. If you're going to have grapes, do it with awareness and balance. 3. Mango. Mango is delicious, juicy, and fragrant. But it's also one of the fruits that can raise blood sugar the most if consumed carelessly. That's because it contains a lot of natural sugar, fructose, and has a high glycemic index, meaning it causes blood sugar to rise quickly, especially when it's very ripe. Even though it's rich in vitamin C, vitamin A, and antioxidants, people with diabetes need to pay attention to portion sizes. A large mango can have more than 30 grams of carbohydrates, which is a lot for a single fruit. And if you consume it as juice, the impact is even greater, since it loses its fiber and concentrates the sugar. But don't worry, this doesn't mean you have to cut mango out of your life. You can still enjoy it, but in moderation. Choose less ripe mangoes. Eat small portions, like half a medium mango, and preferably combine it with foods that contain fiber or healthy fats, such as chia seeds, flax seeds, or even some nuts. This way, you can enjoy the tropical flavor without hurting your blood sugar levels. 4. Watermelon. Watermelon is the perfect fruit for hot weather. Refreshing, juicy, and sweet. But if you have diabetes, you need to be cautious. Even though it seems light because of its high water content, watermelon has a high glycemic index, which means its sugar enters your bloodstream very quickly. This can cause a blood sugar spike even with a seemingly small portion. The main issue is that watermelon has little fiber, and what stands out is its natural sugar, fructose. And since it tastes so good, it's very easy to overeat. A large slice can contain between 20 to 30 grams of carbohydrates, which can significantly impact blood glucose. Does that mean watermelon is off limits? Not at all. But the key is portion control. A small slice, paired with a source of healthy fat, like nuts or fiber, like chia, already helps slow down the sugar's absorption into the bloodstream. Another tip, Avoid eating watermelon alone or on an empty stomach. And steer clear of watermelon juice, which is even more concentrated in sugar and has virtually no fiber. With balance, you can enjoy it without worry. 5. Pineapple. Pineapple is a super aromatic, tangy, and sweet fruit. It may seem harmless, but it can be a trap for those who need to control blood sugar. That's because it has a medium to high glycemic index, meaning the sugar in pineapple can be absorbed quickly by the body, raising blood sugar easily. Still, pineapple has its benefits. It's rich in vitamin C, digestive enzymes like bromelain, which aids digestion and fights inflammation, and it has antioxidant properties. But the issue lies in the amount. Eating a large slice or drinking a glass of pineapple juice, which has even more concentrated sugar and lacks fiber, can cause a significant glucose spike. So the secret is moderation. If you want to include pineapple in your diet, go for small portions, preferably after a balanced meal or combined with fiber, like oats or chia, which helps slow down how fast the sugar enters your bloodstream. And one extra tip, the riper the pineapple, the sweeter and more glycemic it is. So if it's very yellow and super sweet, pay extra attention. Now that you know which fruits help control blood sugar and which ones can throw it off balance, it's much easier to make smart choices in your daily routine. Small changes in your diet can have a huge impact on your health, and choosing the right foods is one of the first steps to keeping your blood sugar naturally under control. If this content helped you, let us know in the comments. Which of these fruits do you eat the most? And if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Don't forget to like the video. That really helps spread this information to more people. And subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any content that could transform your health. See you in the next video.